Okay, so next we're going to talk about how we go about locating an unlocatable service. So potentially could be steel, very commonly with plastic services that have broken tracer wire or no tracer wire. We can't locate with a locator by itself because obviously we can't locate non-metallic pipe by itself. But we have a tool that will basically insert a tracer wire temporarily into the unlocatable pipe so that we can locate the tracer wire we're temporarily inserting into it. So I'm going to step you through the process of how we do that. So we've got a meter set here. You see we've already dismantled the meter from the riser. We've used a reducer, a couple of reducers to get from 1 1/4 inch down to a 3/4 inch stuffing box, which is what this fitting up here is called, is a stuffing box. That is what we're going to use to hold the pressure back. So we do this under a live condition. We're going to feed a tracer wire, technically a fiberglass rod with a tracer wire into it, through the stuffing box. Once we have everything tightened down, we're going to open the riser valve back up, and then we will snake the line. Once we've got the line snaked out, you're able to locate it just like you would a traditional locate tracer wire. So, as you see, we've already got most of it installed. We've got our fiberglass rod with the tracer wire here, loosening the wing nut so that the rod will run out smoothly. We've got a cap for the stuffing box that we're going to slide over the rod. And we have a very heavy-duty O-ring. And then this is what's actually going to be used to hold the pressure back. This O-ring, when properly installed and tightened down, will hold up to 125 pounds of pressure. So it can be used on very high pressure service lines. So basically we're going to slide everything down onto it and up and out of the way. Feed the traceable rod down through the stuffing box. And then there's just a couple of little screws that are going to hold it all in place. And bear with me while I tighten everything down here. Before you get too tight, you have to make sure you lubricate the rod. They all come with a package of lubricating wipes. One of the most valuable tools in this whole little setup is lubricating the rod. If the rod is not properly lubricated, it can't pass through the stuffing box easily, and ultimately you just end up breaking the rod. So, pull out a lubricating wipe. As you see, before the lubricant's on it, it's very hard to push that rod through. With your hands lubricated. Once you've got it through lubricated, it'll move up and down very easily. So, rod's well lubricated. I'm going to tighten our stuffing box. We want to make sure we don't have any gas leaking through it. Once our stuffing box should be securely tight, we're going to open our valve. There we go. Obviously you need the valve open for the rod to be able to pass through. So, everything is pressurized. At that point, with the lubricant in your hand, you're just going to feed the rod down. Pause it.